guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Kendall and this is Ken's Corner. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. This is going to be my November TBR. Before I get into the actual game, I need to go through the point system that I'm going to be using and how I did on last month's TBR. So first off with the point system, basically if I finish the TBR game, I get 10 points. Then on top of that, for every book I read off the TBR game itself, it's an extra point per book. And then it's based on where it comes from. So I get 3 points for a physically owned book. I get 2 points for a KU book or a library book, anything that's borrowed. And then I get 1 point if I buy it and read it. And with that, that's how I'm going to be putting myself on a book buying ban. I've got to earn points to spend money on books, basically. When it comes to buying books, it'll be 15 points per paperback and 25 points per hardback. An example of that, I'm gonna go through my October TBR and I will tell you what I read and what I didn't, and then we'll go through how many points I got from everything that I've read in this month. In full disclosure, it is only the 22nd that I'm filming this, and I'm currently in the midst of 2 books, so that'll put me at number 14 and number 15 for the month. So I am going to count those as read, because with how much I'm loving them, they will be read. Without further ado, when it comes to my October TBR from the game, so we had a colorful cover, we had Of Monsters and Mainframes, I read it. We had a series continuation, we pulled Red Queen, which was The Glass Sword, did not read that. Then we had a 5-word title. I had The Children of Blood and Bone, I did read that. Then we had a Read It or Unhaul It, and I pulled Kiss of the Basilisk, I'm unhauling that. Then we had Cozy Fantasy, and I ended up choosing The Honey Witch, did not read that. Then we had another Read It or Unhaul It, and I pulled The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. I'm not unhauling it because I'm just not currently in a high epic fantasy, grimdark fantasy mood, but I still want to read it, so I'm not unhauling it, which I know is the name of the game, but I'm not, because I do want to read this at some point. Then we had Author Read From Before, and that was an easy choice. We had Soul Searching by Lila Sage. I read this the week it came out. And then lastly, we had a previous DNF. For that, I chose The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. Did not read that. I clearly do not get the 10 points to start, because out of my 8 books that I chose, I only read 3 of them, which, to be fair, this is only a guide at the end of the day because I am through and through a mood reader. So now, as far as the books that I read in October and my points for October, so I read The Last Buzzer from Kindle Unlimited for 2 points, and then I read Of Monsters and Mainframes, physically owned book, 3 points. Then I read Soul Searching, physically owned because I bought it before the month started, 3 points. And then I had Children of Blood and Bone, physically owned, 3 points. Then we went into If It Makes You Happy, bought it, so it was only 1 point. Then we had Ghost Business, I already owned it, so that was 3 points. Battle of the Bookstores from, I borrowed that from Libby, so that's 2 points. And then we had Scarlet Angel, All the Lies, and Paint It All Red from the Mindfuck series. Do in fact own it, so that was 3 points each. Then I read The X-Hex, which I did own this. This is actually like my 3rd read of this book, for 3 points. Then I read Top Shelf from Kindle Unlimited, so 2 points. Then I hauled and read Servant of Earth, 1 point. I will be finishing Alchemized, which I also hauled this month, which will be another point. And then lastly, I hauled Mate this month, and I will be finishing it, so that's another single point. That comes out to 35 points plus the 3 from what I read off my TBR. So that is a total of 37 points for the month of October for me to either hold on to or spend in November. Now to get into the game. Alright, so before we get started, I realized that I didn't do the generator for choosing which pawn we're going to use. So we're going to do that now. I'm going to, when I do it, I'm going to hit it once, twice, and then on the 3rd time, whatever number that 3rd one is, that's the one we're doing. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So number 1 is the blue, so this one will start. And with that, we do our first draw. So we've got orange. And orange is bought before 2025 jar. This one kind of scares me because I did so much book buying in 2023. So it is The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels. We got The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels. There it goes. I've had this for so long that I don't even know what it's about anymore. I know it's Victorian. Well, I don't know much about it. On the back of the book it says, unfortunately, that happens to be while he's under direct orders to kill her. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know we're on roll number 2, but I completely forgot to say. So we normally start out with 6 pulls. Since I didn't finish my TBR game, I'm doing 7 pulls. Red. We got author that intimidates you. We got an author that intimidates you. I've not read anything from Miss Ellen Hildebrand. This book alone intimidates me, not because of anything more than I'm not a lit fic person. She's a lit fic author. It's definitely outside of my comfort zone, but I think it's giving fall, so I need to read it this fall. And it seems like it could be a fun intro to her stuff. Number 3, blue. And that is TBR jar. I wrote it on there. So with that, oh, we're gonna go that one. We've got owned since 2022. Then we got a doozy. This game really wanted me to read some oldies that I have. So we've got owned since 2022. But with that, we've got Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. This is incorporating tales from 1001 Nights, which is Middle Eastern and Indian inspired stories. Honestly, that sounds like fun. Don't know why I haven't read this yet. Pull number 4. Oh yeah, another challenge. Uncompleted ABC challenge letter. Uncompleted ABC challenge letter. I'm taking it as a letter that I haven't completed yet for the title. And for that, I've got several. I've got a lot of, pretty much all the hard letters left. But one that I could knock off pretty easily during the reread, Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. This is on my 3rd read of this series. I'm very excited for this. This is easily, if you take out Kingdom of Ash, this is my favorite book of the series. I definitely have 2 copies. I have hardback of the new cover and then my OG cover. I've been putting off this reread because this one at the end, it hurts every time. But I need to keep going with it so I can officially finish out the series this year. Number 5. It's a green. Green is series to continue. This could be terrifying. We've got Dark Lord Davi. Okay, that's actually gonna be a lot of fun. So we got a series pick, and we got Dark Lord Davi. Honestly, this is gonna be so much fun. So we've got Everybody Wants to Rule the World Except Me by Django Wexler. This is following after that, and apparently it's not all it's cracked up to be to rule the world, so we get to follow Davi while she does that. I'm so excited. I was planning to read it when it came out, and obviously I have not, so it's time. Number 6 is yellow. We get to move 2 yellow spaces. 1, 2, and yellow is a free pick. Hallelujah. Ooh, we got a free pick. My choices, and they're all fantasy romance. I have so many choices. I want to read all of these now. Like, I haven't been in a big fantasy romance mood in the past couple months. I don't know what it is, but the bug has bit me, and now I want to read all of them. Like, right now, like, inject it in my veins. So my free pick is going to be one of these. I'm not choosing a direct book right now. I'm taking that free pick as a free pick in the month, and whatever book I so choose to put with it, I will keep myself to it's going to be one of these 5, unless I choose it for my next prompt, because I still have one more prompt to go. Alright, and last but certainly not least, we got 2 blues. And blue is a TBR jar. Alright. Random color generator. Okay. Random color generator. This one's gonna be interesting. Okay, so I know I said generator, but I'm gonna try this picker wheel. This seems interesting. So we're just gonna... Okay, so I feel like this is kind of cheating because I got two options. I'm going to go with that light blue. I want to read A Dance of Lies by Brittany Arena. I have seen a couple people that I watch on YouTube, and I've seen it on TikTok, and I'm just very interested. Yeah. A dancer turned spy must decide how far she will go to secure her freedom. That's just the tagline at the top. I don't need to know much more than that. That just sounds like fun. Real quick, we're gonna go through rapid fire the books that I chose for my TBR for the month of November, and I'm so excited. The first pick was a bought before 2025, and it ended up being The Mysterious Society of Lady Scoundrels by India Holden. Then we had Author That Intimidates You, and I'm going with The Academy by Ellen Hildebrand because she really does as a lit fic author. And then we had Owned Since 2022. We're gonna try this again, Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. Then we had Complete and Uncompleted ABC Challenge Letter, and I chose Q, Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. And then we had a series to continue, and we got Dark Lord Davi, so we've got Everyone Wants to Rule the World Except Me by Janko Wexler. And then we have a free pick, which will be one of the, I know I said 5, but I ended up picking one of them for my last prompt, so it's gonna be one of these 4. So we've got Anathema by Carrie Lake, The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, Direbound by Sable Sorensen, and Metal Slinger by Rachel Snyder. And then lastly, we got a color generator, and I got a very light blue, and I'm going with Dance of Lies by Brittany Arena. Now, a couple honorable mentions that I'll probably try to read. I definitely have Children of Virtue and Vengeance on the brain because I finished Children of Blood and Bone, and I had so much fun with it, and I just really want to know where it continues to, and I would like to finish out the series. Alright, my last two honorable mentions that I can think of that I will possibly read in November is The Princess Knight by Kate Jacobs. Honestly, this just sounds like a cozy fun time with a little bit of a fantastical romance, fantasy romance. I'm not sure exactly. I only read the first little bit of the synopsis. And then as for my buddy read book club that I have going with my best friend, we're continuing the X-Hex series, and so I'll be reading The Kiss Curse in the month of November to talk about with her. And honestly, with me being a mood reader, there's no telling what else I could read because there's always something on Kindle Unlimited that catches my attention. Without further ado, that is the end of this video. That is my TBR for the month of November, and I'm so excited for it. Like, it's kind of stacked, and I know these down here at the bottom aren't actually on my TBR. It's a nice little stack that I've got going. So yeah, this is gonna be a good reading month, I think. Let's just hope that I have the ability to get some good reading done, seeing as the holiday time is very busy for me at work. That is the end of this video. Thank you for sticking around with me. If you read any of these books, please let me know if you loved them, hated them, you know, everything in between. I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, or night whenever you're watching this video. Have a great day on purpose, be kind, and happy reading. Bye guys.